Hey guys, how's it going? Griff here, and here are some massive mistakes you should definitely avoid making in Dragon Age The Veilguard. And we will start with the way you can avoid wasting loads of money. This is by picking up mementos. Mementos are free, they're literally on the ground everywhere, and mementos are incredibly useful because when you collect mementos, you can upgrade your workshop, which is found at your base. When you upgrade your workshop, you can get better and better gear, so it's pretty straightforward, but there is more to this tip because upgrading your workshop also upgrades all of the gear you can find and buy from other merchants. So don't do what I was doing where I was buying a piece of gear, then upgrading my workshop, then manually upgrading my gear, because that's just a waste of money. But if you upgrade your workshop and then buy or find the gear will be at the same high rating as your workshop, which means you don't have to then upgrade the gear, which costs money. To get more mementos, not only can you pick them up from the ground wherever you go, but you can also buy them from shops, which is definitely worth doing because buying mementos and upgrading your workshop to get better gear is just cheaper than upgrading your gear manually. So pick up mementos from the ground wherever you see them, and also buy mementos from shops and upgrade your workshop that way. Another mistake to avoid in Dragon Age The Veilguard is about selling valuables. Now, previously I was selling all of my valuables to any old vendor I came across, but this is a bad move. Valuables, they're not just used to get you gold. When you sell them, you can actually increase your faction rank, which unlocks different endings, and also increase the shop rank by selling valuables, which unlocks better gear. So don't sell your valuables to any old shop. Only sell your valuables to certain ones. This is because, again, when you sell your valuables, you can actually raise the rank of that shop. And valuables are not just there to get you a little bump up of extra gold. However, each shop has its own rank completely separate to one another. So make sure you only sell your valuables to the vendor you actually want to shop at. For instance, the vendor in the Necropolis has a lot of items that do necrotic damage. So if you want to improve your necrotic spells as you're playing as a mage, make sure to sell your valuables here. This will raise the rank of this shop in particular, and also the items that it sells. Another reason you should sell your valuables only to specific shops is due to the faction. For instance, the vendor in Treviso is aligned with the Anti-Van Crows. So if you want to raise your ranking with the Anti-Van Crows, sell your valuables in Treviso. So yeah, just to sum up, valuables don't just get you money, they unlock better gear and increase your faction rank. Our next mistake to avoid in Dragon Age The Veilguard is not using all of your companions. You have to take companions with you into battle to increase their bond, and only by increasing their bond can you get the best ending. So make sure to have them in your party when you complete quests. Increasing their bond is as easy as that. Just have them in your party when completing quests and their bond will increase. There is a shortcut though. Another shortcut to boosting their bond is by buying them gifts. Each companion has one unique gift. You can buy them from specific vendors. I do have a guide to where you can find all 7 unique companion gifts in the video above, but that said, there's actually no New Game Plus once the credits roll, so you can't actually go back into the world once you finish the story. So if the ending doesn't matter to you, then by all means ignore companions you don't like, don't buy them gifts because their bond with you won't really matter. But if you do want to increase their bond, take them with you when you're completing quests and buy their gifts, and you can get a great relationship with your companions. That said, a huge mistake to avoid in Dragon Age The Veilguard is to completely ignore companion quests, because these companion quests unlock entire new areas on the map, and they reward you with new side quests, powerful companion abilities, companion armor, and loads of rare loot for you along the way. Companion quests can be started just by going up to your companion in the lighthouse, talking to them, and that kicks you off on their companion quest. Each companion has their own quest line. For instance, doing a Davrin's quest unlocks more of Arlathan Forest, and there is tons of rare loot hidden away there. So I mean, if you're going around Arlathan Forest and you're thinking, this is quite a small area, hold on, because do Davrin's quest and it unlocks maybe like a double more of the region. Like, it's literally double the size of it first appears, and there's tons of stuff to find here. And let me think of another one. Well, Tash, let's go on to Tash. She unlocks Ravane Coast. So, yeah, when you first get to Ravane Coast, it's pretty small. There's only a fort there. But if you do Tash's companion quest, she unlocks loads of new areas, including this massive underground area, which is full of lava. And there's a massive fight here. I won't spoil anything, but it's definitely worth doing. Emmerich, meanwhile, he unlocks more of the Necropolis, which is a great place to go, and there's tons of loot here. And Neve, or Nev, however you pronounce that, she unlocks more of a Docktown. So if you're going around Docktown, you're thinking there's a lot of locked doors here. How do we unlock these? It's all about doing Neve's quest. She unlocks a bunch more of Docktown. Lucanus, on the other hand, unlocks Treviso. So do Lucanus's quest if you want to see a bit more of Treviso, because he unlocks loads of new pathways here. So yeah, really useful to do companion quests. But as for my favourite, I do love Daverin's companion quest, just because Arlington Forest is my favourite location in the game. Just love that place. But also, I have to say, Tash does have a unique area you can unlock in her side quest, and this is a combat area. This is in the Hall of Valor, which is in the bottom right corner of the map. And in this combat arena, you can face off against waves of enemies. And if you manage to do this, you actually unlock a unique piece of gear where when you come away victorious, and no other companion has this arena. It's a pretty special place to go. If you just want to test out your combat skills, there's always an infinite amount of enemies to face off against. So if you just want to, even if you don't want to unlock this this gear piece, you can just try out all your powers, all your combat abilities out in this arena. So do that one. Alright, on to another mistake to avoid, and this is a pretty early one. It's within the first hour of the game, and it happens when you visit the Ravane Coast. There are two opportunities for rare loot that are easy to miss. The first is the Warden chest. Do not miss the Warden chest, because you actually get multiple rare gear pieces here. And if you don't know what the Warden quest is, it's a short quest that requires you to pull 3 levers hidden across the fort. When you do this, you open up a secret chamber filled with treasure. I have a step-by-step guide to completing the Warden chest above. It takes about 20 minutes. And it's really worth doing. But in the same place, there's a much shorter statue puzzle that takes about 30 seconds. And this will get you some great loot as well. Great early loot. Not as good as the Warden chest, but still really, really good. Especially in the first hour. And all you have to do is rotate these 3 statues. Turn the left 2 statues to face each other, make the right statue face the wall, and this will drop a ladder from the ceiling. Climb up the ladder, grab the loot at the top, which for me was a very nice Griffon helm, and that's definitely useful to do. So don't avoid doing these 2 very early quest lines and puzzle rooms. Alright, here's a secret way to get tons of free skill points that I actually only knew about 30 hours in. These are the Fen Harao statues. So if you go on the map screen, you will find icons of a wolf's head. These icons represent where the Fen Harao statues are. When you activate a Fen Harao statue, it will spawn a smaller blue statue of a wolf. The big statue will then turn to face the direction of this smaller statue. Now what you want to do here is follow the direction the big wolf is pointing in to find the smaller blue wolf statue, and then when you pick it up you will get a skill point completely free. There are actually 15 Fen Harao statues in Dragon Age, meaning you can actually get 15 skill points to spend however you want. Yep, I only learned about that 30 hours in. Very, very annoying, because I could have used those skill points earlier. But yeah, get those skill points completely free. Do the Fen Harao statues. And if you do want to do those, I have a full guide to getting all 15 Fen Harao statues across the world of Dragon Age, which is linked above. So click that, and you will get 15 skill points for free. Really, really good. Okay, another thing you really don't want to do in Dragon Age The Veilguard is to neglect your runes. Let me show you what runes are in case you didn't know. Ow, I just got hit in the back. So runes are found on your character screen. They're in the right hand corner here. And you can slot in up to 3 runes, and these unlock a bunch of powers. So my favourite by far is Regroup. What this does is it instantly cools down all of your companion's abilities, and that's incredible because it basically means you don't have to wait 30 seconds for them to recharge. So you basically get 2 companion abilities in one go. So let me show you how that works. First though, you do have to activate it. So hold your right bumper down if you're playing on a Xbox controller, and then press Y and you'll activate Regroup, and that recharges all your abilities. So I'm going to show you the companion ability and then show you how it recharges. So we're going to do Debilitate, and then we're going to do Void Blade. So we've used that, and now you'll see we can't do it again. It's got a 36-second cooldown. But now if I activate it by pressing Y, check it out, it comes back and we can use that exact combo again. Or, hey, we can use a different combo because all of my abilities come back as well. So, oh, it turns out he's used it on his own. But, hey, we have Tash here that we can use. So, I'm just going to use my Void Blade on its own. Because, as I say, the Regroup rune not only recharges your companion abilities, but also your abilities as well. You can't use it again, though. As we can see, you can only use your rune once, and it takes a while to recharge. And that goes for any rune, so we can't switch the rune either. But, hey, 2 companion abilities in the space of, 5 seconds, that's going to do a lot of damage. Not bad. And you can actually get loads of different runes, so I'm going to show you all my runes here. We have the Daze rune, which staggers all enemies, and that basically means you can run up to a bunch of enemies, hit the right stick in, and do your takedown ability on a bunch of enemies and just take them out instantly, which is really good. And you also have Repulse, where you knock down all enemies within 6 meters, and that's also very, very fun. I like doing that. But as a passive as well, it's not just active abilities, but passive abilities. So the Regroup rune has a 10% companion ability damage. So while that's slotted in, you don't have to do anything. That just automatically gives your companions 10% extra ability damage. And that's really, really useful to have. So yeah, do not neglect to use your runes. They are really, really powerful. And that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, do leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Dragon Age The Veilguard guides. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.
Rook, just in time.